Hello guys, welcome back. It's LSP. It is currently the 13th of January 2020. Time is about 20 to 5 p.m. GMT time. So this is going to be a public video that I'm going to be putting on YouTube so everybody can sort of take a look. I am currently running a random trade system study over on Patreon. All the details are below in the links, so you're welcome to pop over there and join us. There's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm going to be going through. The study is going to be open all the way through till the end of January. The whole point of doing this is there's a lot of different reasons. The main reason is I want to illustrate how something that I've been banging on about for years, in the sense that it's the trader that's responsible for everything that happens, and it's not the system. It's not the complexity of something. I'm so tired of, how can I say, I'm so tired of reading, watching, listening, to people that are overcomplicating things deliberately, to keep, the carrot on the stick in front of, the people that are subscribing. It's unnecessary. That's great for making money, having a subscription service, and obviously the Patreon is a charge for service, but there's a reason it's $25 a month. It's cheap, it's affordable, because I want to build a trading community, and show, what trading can be when you simplify everything. And most of the work that I do over there, besides the analysis and going through the charts and price action and all that stuff, most of the work that I do over there individually with traders that reach out to me is psychological. I work a lot on the trader. I've helped a lot of people over the years, and people that come to me and ask me for for help. What I like to do is, one of the first things that I do is I'll speak to them over the phone, Skype call, whatever, and I explain to them, look, this is not about me teaching you a system, yeah. And we'll go through all of this in a second, but I'll give you some ideas of what we're going to be doing. But this is not about me teaching you a system or turning you into a clone of me or a clone of another successful trader. It's not about that. There is no secret to trading. There is no secret system. There is no way the market moves, and it's only this way. These are all beliefs. Nobody can pinpoint and say, I know 100% that the market moves this way, and then proceed to show other people how the market moves, because it's still a belief system. That person believes that because it works for them, and then obviously they portray that information to other people and get them to believe it, and it might work for them as well. But the point is, it's a belief system. It's not, I know for a fact. Nobody will ever really know what the market's doing. Even when you have the conspiracy theory idea that there is, let's just be clear. I mean, the markets are definitely manipulated, 100%. Like this, we know. Most people with any, with just normal intelligence, they know. We all know that the markets are manipulated, But until somebody comes to me and says, look, I sit in front of a room, or I sit in a room in front of a computer, and it's my responsibility to make sure that price moves the way that I tell it to, based on this, and this, and they physically show me, then I'm just going to go based on what works for me. Because ultimately, I don't give a shit why the market moves. I don't care. What I care about is, can I do anything about it? Can I see what I need to see to open a trade that makes sense? And that can put my account in the black, and put money in the bank. That's the only thing I care about. I'm not interested in my ego. I'm not interested in anybody else's ego. We're interested in making money. Nobody sits down to caress their ego once they've become a competent trader. It starts that way. Oh, look at me, I was right. And they post all the, their trades on social media. They post their trades to their friends. They have to tell the world, oh, I got it right. Once all of that's out the way and the market's giving you a good smack in the face, and then you come back down to reality, and you become a consistently profitable trader, you don't care about all of that stuff. All of that ego stuff goes away, and then it becomes what trading should be about: boring, methodical, and about putting money in the bank. That's it. So with all of that said, what you see in front of you is obviously 71 trades. They're all random, some long, some short. You'll see it's basically long, short, long. Basically, all I did is, as I mentioned in the Forex Factory thread, I went through the 71 pairs that are available on Oanda, and I opened a trade on every single pair. Long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short. I can't remember which one I started with. It might have been long, but basically I went long, and then I went short, then I went long, then I went short, and I went through every single one until I had a trade open on every single pair. Okay. It's random. It's like random, guys. You can see it's random, and I've hooked this up to my FX book, so excuse me, I've hooked this up to my FX book. So obviously those over at Patreon, we're going to be going through the results, and I'm going to be going through a lot of stuff, some pretty cool stuff as well. But there's going to be a lot of stuff to learn from this, from this experience, from this study. I've done this myself many times with many traders, to show them and really truly explain to them, what it is that trading is really all about, the statistics behind trading, the probabilities of something happening. Then we delve into the charts and we go through each one and we start to break things down. It's a very, very, very good study, okay? And it is a study. I've said this before, I'm not licensed to give trade advice, so do not expect me to be going through this and telling people what to do and what trades they should be taking. This is all for education. This is all about the trader becoming a better trader by eliminating and removing all of the cognitive biases, right, that stand in the way of you making money. That's what this is really all about. Okay, and this is a good belief shattering system in the sense that when you're using something like this as a study, you shatter a lot of the beliefs, and I mean shatter them. You may have a belief about a certain thing, but when you've been through a study like this for a full month and you look at the results, a lot of those beliefs are literally thrown out the window because you simply cannot believe them anymore. There is overwhelming evidence that refutes whatever belief that it is. It just destroys it. And you can't look at it and say, well, I still believe it, because there's just too much evidence against that belief. So you just have to dismiss it and go forward with statistical odds, sorry, not statistical odds, but you've got to go forward with what the study's showing you and what the results are showing you and what the statistics of the results are showing you. So, I'll be going through things like, each pair, for example, you're looking at this now. This is the Euro USD pair. You can see that, in this particular random part of the system, I ended up going short. I wasn't even looking at most of them, but I ended up going short. And while I was doing it, I'll just tell you this, while I was going through the process and I was opening a long, short, long, short, long, short, my eyes were going funny, because I was seeing symbols, double symbols. It was really weird. I had a mild headache when I'd finished, to be fair. 71 pairs, it took me a while to get through them all. But you look at something like this and you say, okay, I ended up going short on Euro, and you can see it's a really nice pop up. It's currently down around about 31.6 pips. This is the only thing we're interested in, the total profit loss percentage. Yeah, that will give you a true accurate reading of what's going on with all of them. And you can see, the guys over at Patreon, when I do the my FX book stuff, they'll be able to see that one figure. That's the only thing that we're interested in. Because you do get things like, you can see that I'm up supposedly 29,054 pips. 2,954 pips on the the Eurozar. That's not a correct representation of the pips. Yeah, in the terms of percentage, it's not the correct representation, because when you're looking at it, it's like, oh my god, 1 pip, if that's 10 pips per, £10 per pip, and 2 standards, 3 standards, you start working it out in your head, and the number's insane. So that's not the way it is. Obviously, look at the price. Yeah, when you look at the price, and then you look at the price, and you look at the price, you can start to see why some are like this and some are like this. Okay, so that's all that is. Gold is the same when you're using a spread betting account or you're using a spot forex trading account. So we can't use these figures. These are the ones that matter. The percentages. That's what matters. Yeah. So when you're going through the study and you're looking at certain things, I'm going to be going through each pair. I'm going to be showing a lot of different things, and it's not just short on all Euro pairs. You can see that I was long here on this particular pair, and it's still going down. I was short on this particular pair. I'm losing money on that one. Euro SGD, is a short, and I'm almost at break even on that particular trade. We've got a Euro JPY long. I'm making money on that one. A Euro New Zealand long, making money on that one. A Euro Hong Kong long, 179 pips. Trying to find a short that is actually up, and I can't see one with the Euro. Yeah, there isn't one. But either way, it doesn't matter, because when you're going through these, yeah, a lot of things start to jump off the screen. Yeah, where did I get in? You know what I mean? Because remember, it's random. So by the end of the month, we would have gone through all of the charts. We would have gone through lots of different, ideas, based on the weekly, based on the daily, based on the 4 hour. We would go through timing. We're going to go through statistics. We're going to go through the percentage of profitable trades versus the percentage of losing trades. We're going to go to how you can avoid these types of trades. We're going to go through everything from start to finish within the entire month period. And then, like I said, by the time the end of the month comes, you've literally jumped and skipped leaps and bounds ahead of a lot of what's out there. Not saying that it's good or bad, but I'm talking about, in terms of a cognitive psychology point of view. You've jumped leaps and bounds in your psychology. You've jumped leaps and bounds. You've got rid of a lot of the cognitive biases that prevent traders from moving forward with their trading and seeing what's actually on the charts. And you can see all of these charts are different, man. We're not looking at the same chart every time we jump on this. We've got a short down here and prices all the way up here. We've got I'll pick this one, New Zealand. You can see this is a short. You can see prices going lower. Looks like it's going to continue going lower. I'll do a long one here. Look, you can see that I've gone long, but look at price action, the way it is, where it is, what's it doing at this place, what's the higher time frame showing you? Is it, within an order flow shift? Has it moved out of an order flow shift? What's the current balance of price as it stands at the moment of entry, and going forward, does it make sense? Because when you're in trades like this and you know how to read price, you can see where price is going to end up going. And one of the other things that this study does for you, it forces your reticular activating system to see the shit on charts that you are not supposed to be in. Yeah, because you're pairing it together with a trade that you're already in, and it's random. You didn't pick it. It's not like you sat there and said, I think this is going to do this, 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 because, and then you list all the reasons why. Yep, it ticks all the boxes. I'm going to go short or I'm going to go long. You're not doing that. It's a random thing. I didn't look at any of the charts when I did this. I literally just went long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short. So when you come back to the charts, you see what you did. You see that you went long, and you're like, oh, okay, so I went long in this particular area. So I'll just pick this one because it's up. I went long, at this particular area. Did it make sense? I mean, is that a type of trade that I would take based on my system, based on my methodology, my understanding of price, my understanding of reading price? Is this something that I would normally do? Let me break it down on the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, my higher time frame analysis time frames, and have a good look and really sort of go into what's going on the charts. Does it make sense? And you can start to break down price and see, yes, it did make sense. No, it didn't make sense. And you can make a list of the pros and cons of each individual study and start to work out what price was doing. Then you can do relative strength, relative weakness studies. Yeah, remember, I'm in every single pair that Oanda offers. Yeah, so if we do, I believe it should. There we go. So if we do, yeah, so you can see that we've got all the Aussie dollars, we've got all the CADs, we've got all the Swiss, all the euros, and so on. It gives you a very good, indication as to the relative strength and the relative weakness studies that you can do when you have every single pair on your screen and you're in. You can see the statistics. You can see which ones are stronger, which ones are weaker. Now, again, I am not suggesting that anybody does this study. I'm doing this study for people over on Patreon so I can teach them a lot of things that you simply cannot teach, unless you have time. It would take me years to go through all of this stuff, and we're just going to cram it all into a month, and by the end of the month, basically, there's going to be a lot of information presented, and we're going to be doing it stage by stage by stage. I'm putting updates out, or I'm trying my best to put updates out on a daily basis, just to kind of get a lot of the different things out there. Once it's done, you're going through that process, you're learning, and I'm not saying that you can cram 2, 3, 5 years of experience into 1 month. No, but you can force your psychology to see things that it needs to see, so you can start stripping away the crap that is stopping you from becoming a consistently profitable trader. That's what this is really all about. All right. So with all of that said, guys, I hope the video finds everybody well. If you're interested, or you want to get involved in this study and hundreds of other videos that I've got posted over there, lots and lots and lots of information, and the analysis that we do and everything else, it's $25, man. It's over on Patreon. The link's below. You're more than welcome. And if not, that's cool. You can always reach out to me, info@lsptrading.co.uk. Anybody's welcome to email me if they want advice about anything. And in the meantime, I will be continuing to post videos on YouTube, putting that video on various different social platforms if anybody wants to watch those, or if anybody's subscribed. I will ask And I did ask this before, if anybody likes the content, genuinely likes the content and what I'm doing, because obviously I'm trying to build something different here, yeah. And if anybody likes that and they enjoy, they're enjoying the process and they're enjoying some of the content that I deliver on YouTube, please subscribe. Yeah, just subscribe. You don't have to hit the bell icon. It's up to you if you want notifications or not, but just subscribe, and you'll be surprised how much a thumbs up and a share of that video actually makes a massive, massive difference. There's a lot of people out there that have YouTube channels and they ask, please subscribe, and I'm no different. I'm asking you guys, if you like the content, if you don't like the content, don't. But if you like the content and you're enjoying it, it literally takes seconds to thumbs up and subscribe, yeah. And even if you don't want to subscribe because you don't want to deal with all of that, that's fine. Just give it a thumbs up. It makes a difference, guys. Honestly, it really makes a difference on YouTube. And obviously, I'm trying to grow this into, like I said, something that's, I'll be honest with you, I don't think anybody's ever done what I'm about to do, in the coming years. In terms of the, it's not about the material. I want to make this very clear. It's not about the material that I'm delivering. Yeah, it's about the way that I'm delivering it, and it's about the changes that I'm going to make in the industry. Hopefully, yeah, even if it's on a small scale, with the trader, not the trading, the trader. Yeah, that's my goal. I'm hoping it's going to be unique. I'm hoping nobody's going to, be able to look at it and say, yep, I've seen this before, and that's my intention. So like I said, please subscribe, please thumbs up, share the video, makes a big difference as well. And either way, I wish everybody all the best. I hope the video finds everybody well, and I'll see you all in the next update. Take care.